Yeah, I want to.
That's right. Ukumbuke ile.
In Nairobi, the capital of Kenya, is where we found a man that you won't believe exists.
That, yeah, definitely.
He was born without arms and one of his legs is disabled. This means that he only uses one leg for each and everything he does.
My name is Sami Brayo, and I'm a Christian, fearfully and wonderfully made in God's unique design, creating a life and legacy pointing others through my music and sharing God's word. I was born with no arms and I operate mostly with one of my legs, but that has not limited me. I'm just like any other human being, going through challenges, but overcoming them through Christ who strengthened me.
After seeing him on different social media platforms, we could not believe what we saw. We had to fly to Nairobi, Kenya to meet Sami Brayo in person and tell his story to the world. Surprisingly, with just a single leg, he can drive, draw, create amazing portraits, act, play the piano, and a lot more.
I am a motivational speaker, I am a musician, I am an artist, I am an actor, I am a pianist, I am a chess player. I thank God for all these talents He's given me.
Without arms or legs, there are some things that he cannot do, like swimming.
I'm a swimmer too,
What?
and I'm also a journalist.
You are.
Yes. Swimming with no arms, it's been a challenge to many people, and thanking God through this too, because I've also able to swim in school and beaten some students. Wondered how I do this. Practice, as we say, makes permanent. Yes.
So you are motivational speaker.
Yes, motivational speaker.
Do you do staging, or how do you do that?
I do motivational speaking in schools, in churches, in events. But I've like there's a time like before COVID, I've done in schools, speaking to students, motivating them in high schools, the candidates, giving them hope, because I've said I'm a voice of hope, and telling them that there's nothing which is impossible. They just need to have a right mind, have a right attitude, and they're gonna conquer whatever is coming through on through their way. So I've been doing through the motivational speaking in schools, in churches, events, and anywhere there's a gathering. I've been motivating people. Yes. So I'm not from a rich family. No, I'm not from a rich family. I just thank God for His grace. I've been raised by my mom, and I'm so far the only child. But that's me. And yes, coping with life and living with other kids in the neighborhood, despite I being differently abled, has been one of the things which has eye-opened me so much in life. Learning that in life, despite whatever I usually say, when life gives you a lemon, you definitely need to make a lemonade out of it. Okay, so far I don't have a band or a group. Mostly I usually play on my own. Maybe if I have checked a song and it has really touched me, I wanna play it. Okay, I wanna I wanna play it on a piano, so as to feel it now more. Yeah, to feel the musical part of it more.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you sing. Yeah, let's go.
So Jesus, Lamb of God, for
never encountered anything that was showing you that you are, you know, you are not a blessing to her?
No, just like any other normal kid. Like sometimes they were being sent to the shop, doing normal things. You need to put that tea.
Your mom sent you to shop?
Yeah, I see. Yeah, yeah. Imagine, say go. Normally, and right, yeah, it was go.
This is Sami's mother. She calls him Samuel Brian, and maybe Sami Brayo is just an abbreviation of his full name.
God.
When I gave birth to Brian, it was through cesarean. And for 3 days, I didn't know where my child was. He was in the nursery. But after 3 days, that's the time I started asking the nurses where my child is. And they told me, your child has some issues that we have to deal with before we bring him. And then I started saying, could be, he's not even there. Maybe they are just buying time to make me heal so that they may tell me the news. So I told them, I want my child now. If not now, don't tell me about tomorrow. Then they told me, let's wait for your sister or your mom so that they may come, we disclose. So I was so troubled. I was not able to sleep again. So my mom came, my sister came, and then we were called in a room. When the news were broken, and so I was waiting to hear the news. When the nurse came, she came with Brian, lapping him very well. And when I saw him, I wondered, why were they telling me that my son has some issues? So I was relieved, only to be given. And then I was told, when my mom was there, my sister, they knew, but for me, I was not told. So when I was given my baby, I was told by the nurse, can you kindly, it is going to shock you, but be courageous because your child is alive. So when I opened up Brian, I just shed tears. I cried. I couldn't imagine. But looking from the face, he was this child you couldn't think. Maybe I thought maybe he had a problem with his heart or something else. I never thought it was something serious as the way I saw it.
Oh.
So when I opened him, I cried so much. I could not have controlled myself. I was talked to, my mother talked to me, my sister talked to me, the nurse talked to me. But I was happy that I saw my son. I was happy. One side I was crying, I was pitying him, and the other side I was also happy to see him.
You're ready for the crowd, the congregation, the people who love you, the people who follow you.
Currently, you know, at the end of the day, concerning music, music needs a budget. I can say it needs a budget. And sometimes I really have the urge to or the need to do music, but sometimes due to financial constraints of maybe the budget, you know, sometimes like an audio sometimes it's costly. It's called what? A quality audio, not just talking about an audio. I'm speaking about a quality audio, you know, and sometimes it's quite costly. So concerning music, that was one of the things which I've been thinking about, and if there may be people there who may be willing to support me in my music, I'll appreciate so much concerning that. Give them a chance, give them an opportunity, you know, because at the end of the day, it's not whatever you can't do, but whatever you bring on the table.
Sami does not believe that disabled people exist. He says that they should be called different abled people because they have different body abilities, just like him.
The way I am, I'm differently abled, and me using public means of transport has been one of the biggest challenges, you know. The system that we are, the country that we are, like let's say when it comes to public means of transport, it cannot accommodate a person like me. Why? You know that it's hectic, like boarding and sometimes even like getting out of a car, public means, it's quite hectic. And me each and every day, like transport has been one of the things which has limited me so much in life.
I want to tell every parent and every person who would be watching, or you have a relative or a friend who has a physically challenged child, to have hope and to trust God.
Transport has been one of the challenges which has happened in my life. And these are one of the things which I've really wanted to speak out concerning it, so that if there are well wishers out there, which I'm kindly pleading with you, wherever you're watching, hope God is touching you at the moment. But I'll really appreciate if I get a car, so as to ease my movement. You know, I spend so much, like sometimes I even spend 3,000 a day.
He uses a lot of money to hire taxis. From here to one destination to another, from one place to another, it has been so expensive for him. So if you're there and God has blessed you, if you touch his life, God will bless you so much.
And also, before I conclude, I need to give them a social media platform, and they need to follow me. You know, I have amazing content. Maybe you want to hear more of me out of now this interview. Kindly, I'll appreciate if you follow me on my social media platforms. On Facebook, I am Sami Brayo. Instagram, Sami_Brayo. On Twitter, I'm Sami Brayo _able. On YouTube, kindly subscribe and hit the notification bell. Kindly, Sami Brayo. And also on Instagram, remember to hit the notification, Sami_Brayo. TikTok too, we have fun, Sami_Brayo there. I'll really appreciate your support.